the weather is a bit, somewhere, so Kojo Boadi decided to put this on me.
Yeah, so please can you tell us your name and that of your brand?
So my name is Derek Boadi. The name of my brand is Kojo Boadi. I'm a student from RIOHS. I went to RIOHS 2018 January and I finished 2018 August.
Which of the sections? Was it a morning, evening class?
So I started with the morning section, and because I was still working, I had to then move to the evening section because it was quite tough for me. Yeah, so I had to move to the evening session.
How was the admission process for you?
Admission process, personally, I had to call in, but then there is also a new process where you need to go on www.riohs.com. Then there is a admissions. Then you would apply from that section.
What will you tell anyone out there who's looking for a place to school for fashion?
For fashion, I would recommend RIOHS to the person 100%. The reason is personally, I have seen a lot of growth in my brand. After my graduation 2019, they had to Glitz was there to scout me from RIOHS, our graduation, and that was where my break came from. And even after, RIOHS has been supporting my brand, giving me opportunities, like supporting me, giving me advice, and even with where to even how to position my brand and everything. They've been there and they've helped the brand enormously, giving me interviews and everything to expose my brand. Yeah, so they have been supporting.
Yeah, so being given orange black or emerald green and brown, which one will work for you?
I would go for emerald green. The reason is green signifies nature. It also signifies new beginnings. And for me as a creative, there is always the opportunity to create new ideas, create new designs. So that would be my take. I would go for emerald green.
Have you always wanted to go into fashion, and how did you get in?
Okay, so I had no plan of entering into fashion. It wasn't like my dream job, but a young graduate from school, the vision was to finish your national service, then you finish your national service, then you would want to apply for jobs and work in the corporate sector. So that was my dream, but unfortunately, no, I won't say unfortunately, I'll say fortunately, I find myself doing something I didn't even know I would love, but now I love it, and I'm enjoying the benefits of it, and that is fashion.
How did you hear about RIOHS?
It was through a friend from church, and she had seen me do a couple of stuff, and she was like, oh, there is this school called RIOHS. It's a 6 months like program they do there, fashion program they do there. I think it would help your brand. So I had to call. He gave me a contact to call, which was Richard, and one of the talent manager at the RIOHS. I called him, and then I had to begin the admission process. So that's why I got to.
How was your experience at RIOHS being an evening student?
It was fun. It was very fun, but it was also stressful at the same time, because you've gone to work and you are coming to an evening class, you know the stress of it. And then when you come to work, when you come to study too, there is assignments, there is all those, like the pressure. And because it is 6 months, the pressure is very intensive. So you would feel a little bit of stress and everything, but it was fun too, because you always learn new things. And then and when you're learning new things, and because it's something you love doing, like even though it is stressful, you still love it.
How did you set up your brand?
So it was during school. I had started something, but it wasn't at that time. It was desk couture, and so I had someone working whilst I was doing the sewing for me at that time, whilst I was in school. So it became very easy for me to just transition, as a main designer right from school, because I had already started something. So Kojo Boadi was not difficult for me. And because I had a little market, because I also started selling shirts and everything, and because shirts also still clothes that we wear, I had a little bit of market available for me. So it was easy for me to like just flow.
What was your first fashion show and how did you get on board that platform?
Okay, so my first fashion show was Glitz. I showcased on Glitz as a graduate from RIOHS. So there is actually a section where there's a graduate show where students are handpicked from various institutions based on their collections on their graduate shows. So for example, Glitz had a team go to schools to handpick talent from various institutions, which I was part of. So I had the opportunity to showcase my collection on Glitz.
How is the fashion industry like in Ghana currently?
Okay, so currently it has become very lucrative. The reason is because of the advancement and because of how social media is. People want to actually look good and put this on social media, and so and there is also people now like I said, like in Chi and Biaba, like there is that. So people want to look good, express themselves in trends, and so it has become quite lucrative. People don't want to look just mediocre. You just want to look the best, and so they want to just go to like a wayside tailor to sew for. They want to like go to a proper designer to like give them the best. Yeah, so it has become quite lucrative here in Ghana.
What are some of the popular people you have styled?
So I have done Akwaboa. I styled his music video. My darling. I have also styled Kwabena, his VGM. I've styled him, and I've styled him a couple of times for his performances. I have styled Kwame Eugene for his performances, and also I styled his last year's VG release. I have also done Kofi Kenata, yes, and a couple of celebrities.
What was the dream for Kojo Boadi? Fashion and beyond.
So the dream is to have my products or my designs in various shops and like stocking my outfits in shops outside Ghana, like the United States, London shops, all those kind of big shops in Ghana.